In my undergraduate studies, my mentor and teacher, Mike O'Malley, used to always say that teaching was about relationships, relationships, relationships. That artful and successful teachers were able to build meaningful and lasting connections with students that promoted both learning and engagement and expanded past the classroom. In my class, I use digital teaching as a way to build those real-world relationships with my students. Very early in my teaching career, I found that many of my students were connecting to each other using digital communication and social media. So I wanted to use those as a tool in my classroom. I created a class Facebook page that was able to build relationships beyond the physical school and into their homes. We used text messaging and polling as a way to use that data in my class. Very quickly, those tools evolved to include class wikis and Google Docs for collaboration, and really focusing on allowing students to redefine their learning based upon digital technology. The past couple of years, I've been experimenting and really become invested in the flip model, utilizing class videos as a way to get the major instructional piece in my class. I found that students were using the internet and YouTube as a way to relate to each other and build common ground. So I went out and looked for YouTube videos that fit my content and found many that worked, but lacked that personal connection that I wanted to build with my students. So I created the Science Lane, my own YouTube channel, and have recorded over 50 videos where I was really working to build connection with students. These videos have been a pretty wide success. My original intent was just to be used in my local classroom, the 100 or so students that I was using every day. But they've kind of spread throughout the country, and I have schools all over that are using them, including a dance school in Southern California. I have seen personally my students are interacting much stronger with me. They come to class prepared and already know much of the content that I'm working with, and student assessment scores have been going up, as well as engagement in my classroom. Lastly, though, I started to notice a problem, an obstacle for utilizing technology in my classroom. With the socioeconomics and the geographic vicinity that my school is in, about a third of my students didn't have access to the internet at home. So, along with my local union, we have reached out and tried to find and fundraise through Donors Choose and a few other grants to have Chromebooks in my classroom. To date, I have 15 as a way to start to bridge the gap, with hopes to building at least 6 or 7 more into my classroom. It's a bridge, it's a start to help bridge gaps towards that digital world. Our students and my students are growing up in a digital world, and they're becoming more and more digital savvy. My mentor teacher was absolutely right. Teaching is all about relationships. And so I'm using my digital teaching as a way to build those real-world relationships.